Hey guys, welcome. This video will show you how to graph a system of inequalities. If you would like additional info on the basics of how to graph a single inequality with a little more detail on that, check for the link to that video in the description box below. So let's look at a homework problem that asks you to graph this system of inequalities. So we've got two inequalities here, y is greater than or equal to x, and y is less than negative x plus 2. So I like to graph these by rewriting them as linear equations, not inequalities. Makes it easier to see what to do with those. So the first one I just rewrite as y equals x, and I've made a little t-chart here to show what points I want to graph. So we've got negative 5, 0, 0, and 5, 5. So before I draw my line, I will check back to the original inequality because I want to look at this symbol. Is it greater than or equal to, or is it just greater than? Well, in this case we have greater than or equal to. So we're going to have a solid line. So that's our line, y is greater than or equal to x. And now we have to say, where are we going to shade that line? So my instinct is telling me y is greater than or equal means it's going to be above because it's greater than. If I want to be absolutely sure and check that out, I can do that by testing a point that's not on the line. So let's test the point 3, 1 right there. So we're going to test 3, 1 in the inequality y is greater than or equal to x. So remember, this is our x, that's our y. So 1 greater than or equal to 3, nope. So this is not true for this point, meaning we're going to shade the opposite side of that line. All right, so that's our first inequality taken care of and graphed. Now, let's look at the second inequality. Here we have y is less than negative x plus 2. Again, I'll just rewrite that as a linear function or a linear equation, y equals negative x plus 2. Now, in this case, I could make a little t-chart, but we could also just graph this using the fact that this is in y equals mx plus b form. So remember, begin with b, that's our y-intercept, that b, which equals 2. The slope is negative 1, so it's over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1. So that's going to be the general idea of our line, but again, we have to go back here and check. Is it just less than, or is it less than or equal to? It's just less than. So we don't have this little line, which is a reminder, like in that case, it was a solid line. We have no little line here, so it's going to be a dashed line. So let's put that in. And that is going to be y is less than negative x plus 2. I'm going to erase this point that we tested just to clear this up a little bit. Okay, so now, again, we need to figure out where to shade this line. Y is less than, so it looks like it's going to be anything below the line. But to double check, we can pick a point that's not on that dashed line. We could use 0, 0. So let's test 0, 0 in there. Again, that's our x, that's our y. So test 0, 0 for y is less than negative x plus 2. So y is 0, less than negative x. Well, negative 0 is just 0 plus 2. Simplify, 0 is less than 2, and that checks. So that 0, 0 point we tested on this side of that dashed line is true. So let me grab another color and we're going to shade that color. And now we have this second solution being shaded over. And notice that we have this nice overlap area here where we have both the yellow and the blue together. And this overlap area is the solution for this system of inequalities. So when you have a system of inequalities, you're going to graph the solution and it's going to look like an overlap area. I'm actually just reinforcing that and adding some other shadings to make it really clear that that is in fact the solution area. So there's your solution for this system of inequalities, and that's how to do those kind of problems. If you have any math examples you'd like to see featured on this channel, just let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.